Today in our English lesson, we are going to finish writing our explanation text about the Wright brothers. So yesterday we wrote our first paragraph and today we're going to write the second paragraph. We're going to include how do we know that it actually happened and is there any proof? How do we feel about the Wright brothers? How have they transformed or changed travelling today? How has this affected or helped us? And what do we know about their personality? Let's recap on how we know that it all actually happened and how and why we still remember them today, years later. One piece of evidence that proves the first flight happened is this marker stone in Ohio in America, which people still visit today, and it shows where the first flight took place. Another piece of evidence is this newspaper. It says a flying machine goes 3 miles against the wind. First successful aerial navigation without the aid of a balloon reported today. Wilbur and Orville Wright of Ohio are the inventors. This means that newspaper reporters and journalists were there to witness or see the Wright brothers flying the first plane. In this newspaper, we can see a photograph of the Kitty Hawk flying. We can also see that the flight took place just before Christmas on Friday the 18th of December 1903. Let's look at some ways the Wright brothers were celebrated and remembered. Here is a stamp which has a picture of the Wright brothers and the Kitty Hawk on, saying first free, controlled and sustained powered flight by man. There is also a book all about the Wright brothers and lots of videos so we can remember them and learn more about them. In America, there is a national memorial and museum all about the Wright brothers. The visitor centre there has models, tools and actual machines used by the Wright brothers during their flight experiments. Thinking about everything you know about the Wright brothers, what do you think we could learn from them? Here are some ideas of what we could learn from the Wright brothers. They never gave up and they worked very hard. It took them many years and lots of their first planes crashed, but they persevered and carried on until they succeeded. Also, they worked together. They didn't just do it on their own, and they even asked their friend Charles Taylor to help build an engine for the Kitty Hawk. Here is my second paragraph all about the Wright brothers. Have a read. Now it's your turn to write your paragraph. Try and answer all of these questions and don't forget your full stops, finger spaces and capital letters. Now I'd like you to reread your paragraph, check it makes sense and check for punctuation and spellings. See if you've included any conjunctions or suffix words. If you haven't, go back and see if you can add any in.